Good morning, my friends. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet, and I'm Amber. I am barely awake, but I put on my big girl panties and I got out of bed so I could record this video and get it out earlier today than I usually have been. I was on a roll of getting things recorded and then put out at 6:45. So I have a new time now, and that's okay. Y'all are watching them and enjoying them, and yes, so this is Vlogust. I don't have my watch on again. Pretty sure yesterday was the 8th, yes, and today's the 9th, so we are on Vlogust 9th. I have some Happy Meal to show you and some progress on the blanket. So, I'm going to show you the progress on the blanket first, and then I will show you the Happy Meal. Let's see. Come back here. There we go. Alright, so I made it to, go figure. Did it again. I'm on the last section of the row of a row of 16. I got almost 4 rows done yesterday, almost, but I don't know. It's like, I was lazy yesterday. Like, I don't know. Okay, I wasn't lazy, but like I was crocheting quite a bit yesterday, but yet I'm sitting here looking at the progress on my blanket, or trying to remember what I did yesterday. Oh my goodness. I keep starting these rows and then going, or, almost finishing them. And then I have to put them down so I can go either cook dinner or, go finish. I'm trying to think, what's some of the things that I did? Like, my husband got home and, he wants to talk, and, family comes first, obviously. I know that. I'm just trying to figure out. Yesterday was a rough day with the kids. I know I got all these. Y'all are so awesome, and thank you so much for being so supportive and thoughtful to help me know that I'm doing okay as a mom. But it's just, it was rough yesterday with the kids. I don't know what their deal was, but yeah, I spent a lot of time in my room yesterday. But, well, I mean, not a lot, but I've really got to pay attention to this, otherwise I'm going to miss a half double crochet. I'm trying to finish this row so that way I can show you. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I gotta have a finished row, like, it doesn't, I know I could just show it to you, but weird. Like, I literally have maybe 20 stitches to do, and I will be done with row 16 for today. My goal was, I wrote it down. I wrote it down here on my paper to do 10 rows a day to catch up to where I was gonna say Mama and Lala. Oh, Jan and Lala have a goal of doing 4 rows a day. Well, I've had to restart it a few times, so I'm a little behind. And I'm not, like, obviously not pushing myself that hard to get 10 rows done, but I am. It's easy to do. It's just I was doing other things yesterday, and I was crocheting other things, running to the post office after dinner last night, making dinner, eating dinner. Dinner was blackened fish with rice, and I think I was the only one that enjoyed it. It was a little blackened, a little more blackened than I would have preferred, because a lot of the spices was like crumbly black stuff all over it, which is what's intended to be like. But normally, when I cook it, it's not that blackened for us. I don't know what the deal was. I think I may have had it too high. I don't know. But you know what? It was tasty. It was good. It was dinner. And you know, this one stitch, I can't get past it. I've been doing good with eating from what we have around the house, like cooking meals. I don't know why dinner is like the one meal that I make a point to cook every day, because breakfast and lunch, I let the kids fend for themselves, essentially. Like, you know, I have now, yes, we could do warm breakfasts, and my husband prefers warm breakfasts, like, you know, biscuits and gravy and those things. But I have the cereals, I have Pop-Tarts, I have waffles, frozen waffles that the kids can throw in the toaster and feed themselves. And then it kind of takes just one more thing off my plate in the morning, so I can kind of, you know, do my thing. Wake up slowly. Yes, it takes me a couple hours. And then, lunch, no, I don't do it for that, but you know, it's just become a routine. They eat their breakfast. I make sure they eat their breakfast, and I make sure that they eat their lunch, that they get a decent meal, right? Like, I provide for them the food that they can choose from. And I tell them, you know, make sure you eat this, or whatever as part of your meals, so that way, you know, you're getting the energy, the proper nutrients and energy that you need for the day. So I'm not leaving them fully to their own demise. But dinner, for some reason, I just make it a point that I make a meal, I cook a meal, and we all sit at the table to eat it. Whether we go out to eat, sometimes we'll go, you know, depending if we eat out and we want to come back to the house with the food, we will stay nearby, so that way it's still fresh as we can have it when we get home. So, but we're always sitting at the table together for the most part. There's a handful of times, obviously. This is just water that I put that's still in here from yesterday. I need to refill it, but my voice in the morning for some reason just hasn't woken up yet. So, alright, Cat's Meow Blanket update. Now that we're 8 minutes in, it took me 8 minutes to finish this row. Now, if I wasn't talking and stopping, I would have been done already. Alright, so I need to have 32. 32. I have 32. Alright, y'all. Here, it doesn't look much different from yesterday, so, but we are getting closer and closer to seeing that cat appear in the blanket. I love this blanket. This little section right here is fun because it's like 16. It's a super short. And all the other ones are, you know, quite long at the moment. 30s. In the 30s right now, so that's what I have. It's getting there. It's getting there. And yes, I want to show me. Marianne discovered yesterday that there's I think she said up to 8. If I remember right, 6 is the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. I think it's going to be up towards the top, maybe with the head. Maybe, I don't know. Oh wait, no, this one's the head. I'm not doing the eyes though. Let's see, row 83 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it gets up to 8. We're okay. And I still have one watermelon left that I haven't even caked up yet, and one of this one right here is the variegated that I'm using. I have one more of those. So I've caked up 2 of the variegateds and 1 of the watermelons, okay? So I'm going to show you. I have, obviously you can see I'm using this one. No, I'm not using this one. This one's not attached. This one's still unattached. So this is going to be one of my 6 that's coming up in a couple days. I'm using, I don't know, this might be a little, back up there. That's what I'm using for sure because it's very floppy. This watermelon here that I just moved. But down below, down here, down there below my arm are the 2 variegateds that I'm pulling from currently. And I'm pulling from this one here. This, I don't know, it's starting to smash. So there's another variegated below that I haven't even touched yet. So that's going to be one of them too. Okay. And then this is, so I have 1, 2, 3 variegateds and 2 of these untouched at the moment. And those will become my next bobbins that I connect to when I get to my areas where I have like, after my video, at some point this morning, I'm going to cut off these flaps because this one keeps getting in the way. I'm just trying to scooch these cakes over a little bit so I can maybe scooch this one down in there. That way it's out of the way. I'll put this one right there. So now I'm back in business with, and then I have the cakes that I'm currently using in a way, like I said, that I can either flip my blanket back and forth and keep it from tangling, or I flip my box around, or, you know, and I keep it untwisted the whole time. I'm gonna set it up, obviously, when I get more and more bobbins in here, you know, for the blanket to do the same thing. So we should be fine. I'm managing to do 4 without twisting too much. So hopefully when I get up to the other 4, I'll be fine. But let's see, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of the main color, the variegated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the contrasting color, which is the watermelon, the solid. And I went through and counted. So when I get to the 8 strands of yarn that I'll be pulling from, or the bobbins, I'm just going to call them bobbins even though they're not technically bobbins, they're cakes. When I get to the 8, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 main colors. So I only need 4 of the variegateds, which I have 5 already ready to go. So I have enough. And if I need to make, like, if I'm running low on yarn on one of them or something, I can just figure out a way to add to it. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the contrasting colors, which I have 4 made up right now. Again, I will obviously need more yarn, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to add to the cakes that I already have. So I don't know how to think that through. I just kind of go with what I think is working or sounds like a great idea to start, and work through the challenges when they come, I guess. That's just, you know, I don't know. I guess I just want to do it to myself like that. All right, now I gotta figure out where to put this. Okay, happy mail. I think the other things that I have worked on, I don't want to show yet because I want to use that for my Finish It or Focus It Friday, which is later this afternoon. So make sure, and if you don't make it to that, I will re-show everything again on my next vlog video. It may not be over the weekend. I may pre-record another video today. I pre-recorded one yesterday, and I might do those over the weekend because my husband's home, like, you know, we're usually doing stuff, so it's harder when he's home to do these. So I just go ahead and do them during the week. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I like Michelle's idea of sticking to a Monday through Friday. So like on Monday, I'll just update you guys from what progress I did on the weekend. But I'll still be posting Saturday and Sunday, but it'll just be like not recorded that morning, like this is. So this is day 9 will come out on August 9th, God willing. I don't think this is gonna go back in there because it doesn't want to cooperate with me. I'm just gonna stick it back in here so maybe. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my happy mail that someone sent me. That Michelle from the channel, yes, Michelle Crochets. Love you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what compelled you to do this, but I'm eternally grateful. I mean, it's nothing huge, but it's huge to me because someone sent me something, and it's not even my birthday or Christmas, you know? So I'm like, what did I do to deserve all this? Oh, and there are 2 people. I'm not going to name names because they did not give me permission to. But I had 2 people support me on my Coffee link. I didn't recognize the names on the Coffee link itself because sometimes it's different from your, you know, usernames on YouTube and stuff. So, if you know who you are, y'all, thank you so much. I can't believe you guys did that. Like, showed my husband, I was like, look, somebody actually donated this much to me. Like, I think I've already mentioned this. I did. Yeah, because I have the Coffee link up there for people to support me for that very reason, you know, because they want to. And I was just blown away at how much. Not once, but 2 separate people all on the same day. Just, yeah, it was awesome, and I'm so thankful. So thank you. If you are the one of the 2 people, if you are the 2 people that donated to my Coffee page, thank you so much. And Michelle, I'm sorry, I got away from you for a minute. I love books. I love books. I have always loved books. Like, all kinds of books, magazines, whatever. I do want to get my hands on a subscription for the Crochet World. I gotta figure that out and get it going. So the fact that you sent me some books now, and I'm not just saying crochet books, like books, general quote unquote books, like air quotes around the books, all books, textbooks, school books, library books. I mean, the whole gambit. Love them. I used to have a ton of books, and I got this hair up my butt that I'm not going to read these again, so I'm going to give them away, and I only kept them because I love books. I love to, yes, I love the smell of books, the paper that they use, and so I'm so grateful for my crochet book collection growing. They're all sitting back up here in my rolling cart. You know what? I need to put the cat's meow blanket down in my box now that I've got it down there, and I'll show you. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit, and then we'll get back to what Michelle sent me. I think it's this one. I apologize for the shaky. So this is my book collection here. Now, the books, or the things right here, these are all notebooks. So I have like my amigurumi books in this mesh magazine holder here, and then I have all my other, I have my Stitch Bible right here. It's so thick, I left it out of here because then it leaves me a little bit more room. So I still have some room up here to put some books. So I don't know what I'm going to do when that's full. Because it will get full. Because I'm not done getting books. So I'm going to show you what she sent me. So this is the one I picked up 2 days ago. She purchased this off my Amazon wish list. It's Make It in a Weekend Hot Pads. I've already started on one. So I am working on my way through one. It's got so the way this book works, these 5 patterns on the front and 14, let's see, and then 4, 5, 6 and 5, that's only 11. Okay, so it's missing a few pictures off the front, which is fine. I'm back. Let's see if I, anyway, so I thought all the patterns were out here, but they're not. There's a few that aren't on the cover. So these are all the patterns that are in here, plus a few more. Let's see if I can figure out. I think, nope, that one's on there. That one's on there. This one's on there. This one isn't on the covers. Man, I have a knack for making 20 minutes go by fast. I'm so sorry. What's the other one that's not on the cover? Oh, I see. Okay. One of the other patterns has 2 versions. So this one here, I love this one. It has the pentagon shape and the square shape in one. So that's 2 in 1 there. And then I showed you that one. So there's the 3 maybe. I don't know. So there's another pattern in here. I don't know which one it is. So the cat one's in here. That one's on the cover. I showed you that one. Oh, okay. Now, okay, so there's 2 hot pads. Okay, so there's 2 on this one as well. So that's where the other 3rd one is. So there's 2 here. You have 1, 2, and then 2 of the blue ones. And then, yeah, I think that's where there's still one missing. Where's the one? That one's on there. That one's on there. The chicken's on there. It has a chicken hot pad, y'all. And that one's on there. 11, 12, 13. But it says there's 14. One of these has 2 designs with it that I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Michelle. I love this. I'm already working on one. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to be working on a basket. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. I think I'm going to try this one right here. These are just Annie's crochet books. They're like just really thin. You know, this one has 14 projects in it. And they cost around $10 or less for this whole thing. So for 14 projects for $10, that's really nice. So it's just a bunch of different baskets. Some of them actually hold 2 yarns together, 2 strands together to give it that stiffness, I think. I'm anxious to see how this works out because a lot of baskets, you have to fill them to get them to stay up. So I'm gonna try one in here. Well, I would like to try them all. They're all really pretty. And I do need to make one for a wastebasket, which I have a hard time doing because I'm gonna throw trash in it. But I'm gonna put a plastic bag in it so it doesn't like ruin, you know, ruin it that much. So I have to wash it all the time. So that's the one I'm gonna try. And it has charts and stuff in here. Actually being able to teach my daughter how to use charts, and like, yes, I don't know all the chart symbols, but Thank the Lord they have these things called legends. I'm pretty sure they're called legends. Or keys. So like this, where it shows you the picture and then it tells you what it is. And then you can look at this pattern or this chart and be able to tell, oh, okay. Now sometimes it can be a little confusing and I can understand that. I utilize the pattern, the written pattern itself and the chart together. It's something about the chart that gives me like a visual to look at and see what they mean. You know, in the written part of it, I go, it says blah, 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 and I'm like, and I look over at the chart and I go, okay, that makes sense. I can see what they're talking about and where they're talking about, right? But then I also sometimes need videos, because then I can't quite visualize where they're wanting me to quite go in and on the stitch or whatever. So again, I'll show you the dishcloth when I'm done with it. I am working, or sorry, the hot pad. One of the books that I bought myself is a dishcloth book. Alright, so the first set of Happy Mail I got was Tuesday or Wednesday. Kim was talking about this book here, and she was making one of the monsters out of it. I got it the same day. I was like, oh, if I just find one more book that has the same, you know, has the same delivery time frame, I can get this the same day. And I did get it the same day. I ended up buying this book and this one. My daughter is loving this one because of the rainbows. So it's every like square in here is very vibrant and rainbowy and just bright and shiny and fun. I really like this one for some reason. I don't know why. But I bought those two books for around between $25 and $30 with a little rewards I had left over or saved up. And so I got these. I think I got both books for 28 bucks. So, and I got it the same day. So they require you to spend $25 to get it. If it's deliverable that same day, they require $25 to make it worth the shipping, I guess. So I'm like, well, whatever. $25 really isn't that bad. So I figure out something I need or want. And a day or two before, the day before, I had made an order with Amazon, but it wasn't supposed to be here till Thursday, which was yesterday. So I also got this stuff from Amazon yesterday. I had heard, I think on Juan's channel, him talking about nooking. It is knitting with a crochet hook. So I was like, you know what? I've been seeing it. It keeps popping up, and I was like, I'm gonna try this. This thing is really small, but that's okay. But these little things attach somehow to here, and this is what your stitches go onto if it doesn't fit on the hook. I believe it moves onto here, and you work on the stitches that it like catches on here. It's like almost kind of like a swivel hook type with the little cords on it. I don't know. Look out, and my daughter saw this, and I was like, I don't know, I just decided to try it, and she's like, well, maybe I could try it. And I'm like, well, gotta try everything I do, but whatever. But it also has, it says it has right and left-handed instructions, and so she's left-handed, so I was like, there you go, we can both learn how to nook. And I went ahead and bought, because I saw this dishcloths with a nook. Sorry, dishcloths made with the nook. So it has 10 designs in here. This is a Leisure Arts magazine, or not magazine, book. So it's a little bit different setup in here. Well, very similar setup, but it's, yeah. This one has a lot of nice pictures in it. I like having pictures. It helps me visualize what it's gonna look like. So I thought that would be fun to try. I don't know. We'll see when it happens. I can barely pull out my Tunisian stuff, so I don't know when I'll pull that out. And then I found this one. This is another Leisure Arts books. This book reminds me of the books I used to find in the store, like AC Moore when it was still around in the South, and these little pattern books. I used to have one or two of these. But I bought this off Amazon thinking, I honestly thought it was going to be this size. But I got it and I was a little deflated because of the size. You know, I was like, oh, that's not as big as I had assumed it would be. But I didn't pay that close attention to the size of the book. I mean, now, the way this book is set up is it has numbers by all the patterns. So guess what? No pictures. It's all, well, that's a cover picture. That doesn't count. And then that's a back picture. But like, not my favorite kind of pattern book with no pictures. Excuse me. Talking too long. I haven't had a drink. It's been 30 minutes, y'all. And I am 20 minutes late to Kim's live this morning, so I need to get off here. I have way overstayed my welcome on recording this video. So there's my happy mail. There's my update. I will have more for you on another video. So don't forget, friends, it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive and go out and make something beautiful for yourself or for somebody else. And I will see you on the next video, friends. Bye.